Hey guys, it's Drummond. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you know whenever I'm posting my next video. And if you haven't already, make sure you go check out my Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and Facebook. I post tons of different things on those as well. And I do Q&As on Instagram, tons of funny stuff on Snapchat, and of course, Facebook and Twitter. I post not so frequently, but I still post on them. So go check those out if you haven't already. And today's video is going to be about missed connections on Craigslist. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever done it. I most definitely didn't know about it until someone posted something about me on there. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to talk to you about my awkward experience with Craigslist. So I was actually living down in Florida when it happened to me, and I was working in the express store in the mall. And I had this guy that continued to come into the store, and I could kind of tell that he was flirting with me. I'm usually not very good at telling when someone is flirting with me, but this guy was going above and beyond, so it was pretty obvious. And I had some coworkers come up to me later on in the week, and they were just like, "You're on missed connections on Craigslist." And I was like, no, I don't have a Craigslist account. I don't really know what Craigslist is. Other than the fact that I knew that you could sell stuff on there, like couches and stuff like that. I didn't really know what Craigslist was. It wasn't really a thing that I had participated in or used. And then they're like, no, missed connections is when someone writes something about you and they're trying to get in contact with you. And I was like, that's kind of weird. But this guy ended up posting something extremely weird. He had kind of been standing in the store and just like staring at the sunglasses that were at the counter where I was working, and he just kind of awkwardly asked me a few questions that had to do with the stuff that was in the store, and then the message came through, and it was kind of weird. When I went to Craigslist and read it, I wish that I had saved it or something so that I could just share it with you guys or read it right now. But it was kind of along the lines of saying, hey, I know that you had a long day in retail, and standing on those hard concrete floors can probably really do a number on your feet and back. And if you're ever interested, I would love to give you a back massage and maybe take you out on a date and buy you dinner sometime. You probably don't remember me, and I'm probably too ugly for you, but I can't help but to stare at you every single time I come into your store. And it was a long paragraph. There was a lot of different things that he said. And it was extremely awkward, especially with the fact that all my coworkers had read it, and I believe everyone knew exactly who it was because he came in there all the time to kind of strike up a conversation with me. And honestly, I will say that misconnections is a great idea, like the idea that maybe you ran into someone, but I feel like nobody ever really gets on there to check for that. I honestly don't get on there anymore just because honestly I hope there's no one on there that's made another misconnections with me. But I feel like there's probably better ways to ask someone out on a date than posting something on misconnections. I also saw that you can like find dates on Craigslist, which I thought was a little bit weird, but I guess that's a thing. I know that in the past, some of my friends kind of jokingly put stuff on Craigslist to try to find people. And I know that my first boyfriend, his ex, actually posted something on Craigslist about him because he was trying to like get weird people to message or text or call him, and it ended up failing, but he told me about that. I just feel like there's a lot of different things that misconnections could do, and I feel like it's honestly just a really creepy way to kind of meet people. I understand like, hey, this person was really attractive and I wish that I had given him my number. Here's my information if you so happen to fall upon Craigslist and see it. What I actually think ended up happening for the people that I work with to find out that I ended up on misconnections was a customer actually came into the store looking for me because the guy kind of described me, and they just kind of showed one of my coworkers and they're like, so I think someone on misconnections is looking for someone that's employed in your store. And ta-da, that's how that ended up happening. So if you're interested in me, that's not the way to do it, I promise. Definitely creepy. I feel like I probably would have given him an opportunity to hang out with me outside of work had he just come up to me and was like, hey, here's my number. You can text me if you're interested. But the misconnection thing, I feel like the paragraph that I read, it was just really creepy. I've had a lot of really creepy things happen to me just because of where I've worked And the fact that I've got a name tag, or the fact that my business card has my first and last name on it. There's a lot of creepy ways to get in contact with people, and lately I've been having a lot of different things happen to me when it comes to those creepy interactions. Just be upfront and message me on one of my social media platforms. I know that I've had people in the past send me pictures of me at different places. So when I was in California, I actually had someone send me a picture of my friends and I eating pizza, which I thought was a little bit creepy. Like, I'd rather someone just come up and say, hey, I recognize you, than send me a picture of myself. When I worked at Best Buy in Lynchburg, I actually had someone that took a picture of me through the shelf at Best Buy, never came up to me and talked to me, but they took a picture of me and then sent it to me on Instagram, which a little bit creepy. Please don't do that. If you want to talk to me or say that you've met me, just come up and talk to me if you see me in public. I promise I'm extremely awkward, so when you come up to me, I'll probably be a little bit awkward. I will say that when I was at DC Pride, before all the craziness happened, I had someone come up to me and they were telling me that they recognized me or thought they recognized me from YouTube, and I awkwardly said that it wasn't me. And it wasn't until a couple more people started recognizing me that I was just like, yeah, let's take a selfie together. So I'm getting a little bit better at that. So if you guys see me in public, just come up and say, hey, we can take a selfie. We can talk for a little bit if I've got free time. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great day and like this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.